Sonic? Sonic? Oh man, I've already blew it.
Did you screw it up already?
Yeah, no, yeah, I did. Sean, my co-host Sean.
Am I? Am I your co-host? Is it Sonic? Are you cheating on
No,
me?
no, Sonic isn't here right now. He's not here. I specifically
Sonic?
asked him not to come tonight.
But I wanted him to come. He was my best friend.
Well, I'm sorry. I specifically asked him. You know what? I don't want to do the intro anymore.
End stream.
End the stream. We're done. I'm quitting.
I quit. I quit the game. Stupid.
It's like,
Stupid.
you know, this wasn't even a good idea. It wasn't even a good idea.
I wanted this to describe.
Whose idea was this? Who gave this idea?
I don't know.
So, Sean, you have seen the hit movie Sonic 3, correct?
I have. My audio is a little weird, but if you're cool with that, let's run it.
Describe a little weird to me.
It's like kind of blown out.
Okay, all right, hold on. I got this. I'm kind of a pro at this now. Okay. Can you talk? Can you talk?
Testing. Hello everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Neutron Candy Castle.
Oh, interesting. Interesting choice of. I guess just interesting choice, Sean.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay. All right. Are you listening? Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I mean, I meant that in the sense of, can you go into the stream and listen?
I'm listening. I'm listening to it.
Okay. How is it? Is it everything you could have hoped and dreamed it would be?
It's a little. It's. It's okay. It'll be fine.
No. I'll fix this. I'll fix it. All right, Sean.
How about switch the game? Okay, I need to. Holy shit! There's so much going on. I'm hearing myself, and I'm hearing the switch the game and my audio. Like switch them. So the game will be going through your headphones, and you just won't have your headphones on, and then I'll be going through your speaker, because I think maybe that's what's going on.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna need you to describe that to me one more time.
I'm okay if it's a little blown out. I could see you maybe switching the audio for the speaker and the audio for the the audio for the game. So like one's on your headphones, one's on your speaker. Flip them.
Okay, so I didn't actually do this like that.
Oh, okay.
So you're still on one audio channel with the game right now. So yeah, I just lowered the volume of the game in.
Hold on, maybe it's my fault then. And let me try something.
Okay. Well. This rendition of Live and Learn, kind of fire. I like how it repeats over and over again.
Hello.
Oh, okay, that does sound a little bit, because you did sound a little blown out on my end thinking about it, and that would have been helpful to say, but I didn't say it.
This is fine.
Okay. You sound better now, though, I think.
This is fine.
It doesn't sound fine, Sean. Yeah, okay. You know what? It's fine. So you have seen the hit movie Sonic 3, correct?
Yeah.
What happened, Sean?
I don't know. I'm defeated. I'm a defeated boy.
Already? We just started this stream? Okay.
Nah, I'm doing great. What are you talking about?
Okay, that's good. So I guess we'll just start. I'm gonna just say this right now. I'm gonna please excuse my gameplay, because it's gonna look like an infant's playing this game, and that is because I couldn't get the controller to recognize on this game. So I'm going to be playing Sonic Adventure 2 with a keyboard.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, honestly.
Yeah, please. Yeah, exactly. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
Okay, so James,
Yes.
I just don't know what is going on with the audio. It's messing with my head now.
Is is it okay now? Is it like in any?
Hold on.
I was like, is it in any state to continue?
Oh my God! Stop.
I'm sorry.
No, it's.
Oh, how do I pause? Go.
It's fine. We're rocking with it.
Okay. Does it sound at least all right? Because I'll take an all right.
I sound intelligent. You can understand the words I'm saying.
Okay. I guess that's the important part. I guess I'll figure out the balancing better for next time. Stupid freaking. And update my Discord because apparently I need to do that to have separate audio tracks. But who cares about that?
Anyways, we'll cut this out.
Yeah. I'm just going to restart this because I want to hear the sick bass line again. That's not how you... Oh, is that it? Yeah.
Okay. So tell me.
Okay, yeah. Tell you?
How are you feeling about Sonic Movie 3? What did you think? What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What are your concerns? Do you have any concerns?
My concerns? That's a lot to place on a man all at once. But I will say, I quite enjoyed it. I think it is genuinely like a pretty good movie. Not even pretty good. I think it's a good to even great movie, I would argue, in my humble opinion.
What's better, Sonic 3 or Reservoir Dogs?
That is such a bizarre question. Technically speaking, probably Reservoir Dogs. But I will say I enjoyed Sonic 3 more. So Tarantino fans, come at me.
Eat your heart out, idiots.
Eat your heart out. Okay, you might have to... Okay. You might have to start with the discussion. This is... There's like three... One part of my mind is trying to go commentary. Part 2 is trying to play the game. And then part 3 is trying to figure out these controls on a keyboard and mouse. And let me tell you, I don't think this game was necessarily built with that in mind.
No, it absolutely was. When, obviously, everyone knows Hideo Kojima made the Sonic game secretly. When he made it, he actually thought, wouldn't it be funny if I just made it on a keyboard and mouse?
Really?
Yeah, like, he did that.
Is there any, like, the verifiable source for that?
No.
Okay.
No, actually, there's not. Why would you ask that?
Oh!
It's kind of weird.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to doubt you. I just wanted to, you know, us at With the Boys, we really care about...
we scare because we care.
That's not quite where I was going with that, but I don't have the Lightspeed Dash yet. Okay. But what did you think of the movie? Because you've seen it how many times at this point?
3 times.
Yeah.
I've seen it 3 times. It is...
Frick.
Amazing. It is my favorite Sonic. It's the best video game movie that has come out. Very easily.
Ooh. Interesting.
Like, what is the competition?
You're kind of right about that, actually. My only argument would be the Mario movie, but I would argue...
The Mario movie does not hold a candle to Sonic 3. The Mario movie does not have a gun. The Mario movie is like... Mario movie has Chris Pratt. Sonic 3 has Keanu Reeves.
That is true.
The Mario movie has Jack Black. The Sonic 3 has Idris Elba.
Yeah, he does. It does.
You doing okay there, Ben?
This game is not. It's not meant to be played on keyboard and mouse. I am just gonna say that right now.
We're just doing great.
Oh no. But no, I'm kind of inclined to agree because I honestly really like the Mario movie, but also like I don't think I'd recommend it to someone who does not care about Mario in the slightest. This movie, I might also not do that, but I think there's a much greater argument to be made for
No, I would argue
this being a movie.
You should go see it if you're not a Sonic fan. Seth went to see it. Seth, famously, not a Sonic fan.
In fact, he quite hates it. It sounds like
he's not, and he was like, "Why does this rat have a gun?" It's like, what's going on? I'm like, you love it, just love it.
just look at it at face value. I am in the Chow world.
And like, even the stuff with the humans aren't like it's like a lot of times the human stuff is like annoying and bad, but in this movie, like there was very little humans, and even when they were there to like move plot along.
Yeah, it was less like this is the animal plot and this is the human plot. It was these are the plot.
We are having a wedding in Sonic 2.
Yeah.
And I like Sonic 2 a lot.
Yeah, I quite like.
It's no Sonic 3. Come on.
No, it is not. Like, my opinions on the movies are the first one, it was fine.
It was as good as it needed to be.
Yeah, it was all right. Like, I didn't hate my time watching it, but it was not, like, the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Sonic 2 was definitely a step in the right direction, but there was still, like, aspects of it, kind of like you said, with the humans, kind of taking away from everything that was happening. That kind of took it down, and also I felt like it wasn't as tight as everything could have been tightly written.
It felt like, this might be a weird comparison, it felt like how Age of Ultron feels to watch.
Interesting.
Where so like the first one was Avengers, everyone loved Avengers, right?
Yep. And
so they're like, well, what does everyone love Avengers? It's we just shoved characters in it. It felt like there was a lot of things happening, and like some of the things were like, okay, but why is this happening right now? What's going on? Okay, Sonic and Tails are dancing, and now Knuckles is there. Okay, I think like it's not hard to follow, but it's very much in the realm of like it was kind of, it's like, all right, I like Sonic, so I'm gonna give you a pass, you know? Yeah, where it's like, if this were any other movie, I'd probably be a bit more angry at it. Not angry, but you would be less forgiving. Yeah, more strict on it. And that's kind of where I'm at with the Mario movie, where I'm like, are there things that could be better? Definitely. Oh, absolutely. But I felt like a kid again watching it, you know? It was a very enjoyable experience. I absolutely agree. I do think the Mario movie, however... Well, actually, no. Okay. Both movies suffer from, let's put real music in this video game movie. Yeah. Why does Take On Me play on the Mario Kart section in the Mario movie, and why is there 99 red balloons in the Sonic movie? Because there are red balloons in Sonic. Silly. No, come on. There are. Sonic jumps on them in a Sonic Unleashed or whatever. I think Generations level. I literally just played that. But oh, that's my favorite polygon. It's gonna be hard to see this without thinking straight fandoms. I know, and I haven't played this game in genuine years at this point. It has been so long. The game. Really? Yeah. Well, we're not gonna do that today. I can assure you that. No, we're not. We're not. But I would like to also play Sonic Adventure and then this one, just in their full. But like for like realsies. Yeah, not talking about the movie, and instead talk about what's going on actually happening in the game itself. But yeah, but Sonic 3, I kind of forgot the point that we were trying to make. This is going to be miserable without an analog stick. Oh, are you searching for gems now? Yeah. Okay. Nah, this'll be alright. Nah, you're fine, baby girl. You're fine. Oh, man. But, the point we're trying to make is, first off, why the hell is there so much licensed music? Well, we know why there's so much licensed music.
Right.
For 50-year-olds.
Yeah, and like, I feel like it's just a studio mandate a lot of the time, because I know we keep talking about the Mario, or I keep bringing up the Mario movie, and
We kind of have to. It's like first off, it's one movie, and that one movie made over $1 billion.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Also, I'm gonna do this out of order. Oh, I'm a monster. Okay.
Random?
What was that?
Like, this is random. Like, there's no set places. Oh.
There are set places, but they're all randomized each time. So, like, there's a specific set of locations that they can be.
Okay, but they just did that so speedrunners would kill themselves, right?
Yeah. And they also want you to suffer because you can't get an S rank if you use one of the boxes, the hint boxes. So you just suffer. Oh, that's how I get back down. But yeah, studio mandate, I feel like.
There is a studio mandate. Did you know that there is, like, for the Mario movie at least, there was, like, actual orchestrations with Mario music in them that fit perfectly with the parts with the licensed music, and people think, like, oh, they just cut that out and put in Take On Me and put in, like, Mr. Blue Sky or whatever.
Yeah, because I think that is what happened, because during that Mario Kart section where they're riding through New Donk City, that's not New Donk City, but the Donkey Kong place.
The Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, there was originally supposed to be Donkey Kong Country music playing over that, or Mario music, or something along those lines. But then they replaced it with Take On Me. It's like, I guess. I mean,
well, since we're talking about music, I feel like we're gonna be very disorganized in this.
Oh yeah, this is not structured in any capacity.
Not in this.
Don't worry about that.
Live and learn.
Live and learn. Yes.
Live and learn. That makes me so happy, and it makes me so sad that they quote unquote used Escape from the City, but they didn't.
They didn't.
Escape from the City.
They did not.
They did not use Escape from the City. What the fuck was that? You tell me right now what the fuck that was.
It wasn't Escape from the City. That's all I know. And I am so glad that they did use Live and Learn, because I don't know if there would be a movie without that, I guess, or a movie involving Shadow and Sonic Adventure 2 without that song. Because I feel like that song, like, it all started with Open Your Heart from Sonic Adventure 1, where they have, like, a theme to the game that's, like, kind of a butt rock sort of thing.
I love butt rock.
Oh, me
I love
too.
That's praise.
Me too. But I feel like those songs are super integral to the games, and so I feel like you kind of need them when you're adapting that story, I guess, if that makes any sense. Eggman, what are you doing, dog? That was pathetic.
You gotta. Oh, it's not there yet. You gotta say the line when he gets there.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I will.
But
Wait, hold on.
Oh, what are you focusing?
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. I'll be back. Okay, anyways, what were you saying?
Wait, hold on. I don't know if the audio of the game is coming through.
Are you serious? Oh, no, okay.
It is. It's just quiet. It's just quiet. Don't worry.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I heard that.
I didn't hear what you just said, but I'm gonna assume it was pretty good. Oh.
Okay.
But yes, my one complaint, I guess really the only complaint where I'm like, this is a tangible thing I can say and think of, is, and this is more of a preference thing for myself. Like, I know the primary audience for this was children, in essence.
Oh yeah.
But I do wish, because I feel like for the most part, the movie had a pretty solid balance of balancing the serious moments with the comedy. Like, I never really felt there were too many moments where they intruded upon one another. Until the very climactic battle at the end.
You're talking when like their Shadow and Eggman are fighting, but they're also like blowing up, or like they're like everything's blowing up, but then the two Eggman are like spanking each other.
Yeah, having their very comedic battle. Yeah. Like that's kind of my one thing where I'm like, I don't know if that was balanced as well as it could have been, and I think it would have just been fine if they had let the live and learn part play just straight through, and then cut to the Eggman stuff, or let the Eggman stuff go first, and then just let live and learn play through. Because it was a little awkward to have it start Eggman stuff, and then start back up again.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I wish Live and Learn was on longer.
That too, yeah.
I wish. I think the fight was really good.
Oh, me too. That was very great. Are you talking the Sonic versus Shadow super
yeah.
stuff? Yeah.
I mean, like, the Eggman one was fine. It was funny. I mean, could you have that? I guess you could have the Eggman one first, right?
Probably. I haven't seen.
Like, you have that first. You just kind of see Sonic take Shadow, and then the Eggman fight, and then like Dr. Eggman wins. I don't know how else to say it. And then it just and then it goes like, what's going on down there? And then you see them.
Yeah, I think that. I mean, that sounds fine to me. You might need to rework a little bit, but like, I feel like that's how it should have been. I guess. Not to like be that guy who's like, I rewrote this movie to be better when I had access to the full movie already completed, and thus could base my entire rewrite off of that, off of what worked and what did not work. Like, I don't want to sound like that. But that was kind of really the only like tangible one that I feel like actually has water as an actual critique, rather than just my opinion, I guess.
Oh, I mean, okay. I really did like I think Eggman, just Jim Carrey, the whole movie. He was I love Shadow so much, but Jim Carrey is so cool. You know, he was so good in this movie that I don't think I could say that anyone was better than him. Like, I want to say, like, oh, I love Keanu Reeves, but let's just be honest. Keanu Reeves was a good Shadow. He was not life-changing.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Like,
Jim Carrey was putting his soul into this movie.
He really was. And kind of in line with that, if I'm gonna deviate slightly. I'm kind of glad, and this is kind of like a blanket statement, but I'm gonna specify in a second. I'm glad that they went darker with it. Like, I'm glad that they took the subject matter, like, that was presented in this game, and like kind of the more serious stuff and the serious tones of like grief, death, and stuff like that, and managed to adapt it and still keep it like with the target audience in mind, I guess. Like, it took itself very sincerely, and it didn't like sugarcoat a lot of the stuff in it. It was like, yeah, Maria died because of government interference, and this broke Shadow the Hedgehog.
And don't you forget, the Olive Garden guy was there.
Yes. He was
the Olive Garden guy was complicit. I mean, he tried to stop it, but
yes,
he was gonna arrest the children. He wasn't gonna kill them, but he was gonna arrest them. Let's just be frank. They should have. You know what? They should have done. I would have found this infinitely funny. When he's dead and they're going through his pockets to find the key, they should have found an Olive Garden gift card. I just think that would have been amazing.
That'd have been very funny. Oh man. Also, to talk about the game for a second, I am amazed how fast this is moving. I am already on the 4th level of the game. I did not realize that the story moved at this breakneck of a speed.
Well, you have the heroes and then the villains, right?
Yeah.
And then their mixed campaign.
Yeah, so they're
I mean,
each
how
their own
long is the
campaign.
game? 10 hours?
I think so.
Yeah, like, you're probably going to be able to beat the hero version in this stream, I bet.
Shoot, I might be able to, actually. That's kind of
You're going
surprising.
to space right now, right?
Not
Like,
yet.
You're on the one that has the rocket.
We don't go to space till much later. This is an unrelated rocket.
Seriously?
Yeah, this is just another rocket. Okay, alright, yep, I know the buttons. I'm playing the... Oh! It's alright. But yeah, kind of in line with Jim Carrey kind of carrying. Not carrying, but doing a very great job. I kind of thought Gerald Robotnik was just going to be Eggman 2. And to a certain extent, he was.
Just a joke.
Yeah. Because I'm like, Jim Carrey's playing him. And I know Jim Carrey can do serious roles, but like... I was trying to keep my expectations low of like, this is a kid's movie. I don't know how far they're going to go with Gerald Robotnik, and they seem like they're kind of hamming him up. But, like, there were moments of genuine emotion with him. And sure, he jumps back to, like, being more funny and comedic. But, like, that one shot of him and Shadow staring over
I was about to
Maria.
say with his eyes just blood red and
Yep.
just crying. That has stuck with me. That line and then oh Ivo, you're no Maria. Wow.
Yeah, that goes...
Wow.
That was such a genuinely sick line. Like, unironically, not even just for Sonic. That was like oh, wow.
That tells you everything you need to know about that character.
Yep.
And it's crazy that it's the same actor. And look, I know I'm not gonna say this movie deserves an Oscar, but come on. It could have gotten a Golden Globe knob. Come on. It's a Golden Globe. Who cares?
It's like no one cares about the Golden Globes. Like, come on. But and kind of in line with that, like, with the Gerald stuff, they did keep his, like, deep-seated resentment and, like, the fact, like, the reality of his plan. Like, what he's actually about to do, which is about to blow up the Earth and then die alongside of it because they don't deserve to live. I'm like, that's kind of crazy.
He's not alive, though. Right? Like, he's not alive in this game.
Gerald?
Yeah.
No, he is not. He's already been executed.
So he was executed via firing squad.
I'm not sure. I think that's the implication. I'm not sure if it's ever actually confirmed. But yes, he's long dead at this point. And I realized I messed up my description of his plan when we were talking about it after the restaurant. It's basically the same thing, but it's more, once all the Chaos Emeralds are put into the Eclipse Cannon, it's just going to crash into the Earth. Like, you don't even get to fire it. It's just, it sends it onto a collision course with Earth, and then it's going to blow up, and then everyone's going to die.
I think I mean, like, my favorite character in just Sonic in general is Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And also there is a DC X Sonic Universe comic series coming out. I'm so excited for it. Batman plays Shadow. Or Shadow plays Batman.
That sounds very fun. That sounds very fun.
Knuckles is Superman, and Sonic is the Flash.
Okay, yeah, that just kind of makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Shadow is the best. Probably the best villain for Sonic of the three movies, because the first one was like Robotnik was, at least in my mind, he wasn't really Robotnik yet.
Yeah, he was like a loose. He kind of
He
was.
bald, he wasn't fat.
Yeah, it was Robotnik mostly in name and kind of in his abject confidence and egotism in himself. But other than that,
I-
kind of like, eh.
Meh.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm inclined to agree with Shadow definitely being the best villain thus far. Ow. And kind of in line with that, I'm glad that they did Shadow's character some justice. Not even some justice. I think they did him quite well, actually.
They did him very well. I do think I wanted Keanu to talk more.
That's fair. He really didn't have much to say. And maybe that's like I don't know. I feel like he does talk kind of a lot in this game. But also by standard, like you do follow him on his own story after a certain point. Or when you do the dark story. So he's just going to talk more in that regard. Because you're playing as him. But also, like, I feel like Shadow's kind of been flanderized in recent years in the games.
Really?
I'd argue so. Because I feel like they're playing too much into the edge part of him rather than, like, I guess the deeper nuances of his character and, like, understanding.
The lost child part.
Yeah, and, like, trying to figure out who he is, what his purpose is, and all that stuff. And they kind of just turn him into, like, he's basically Vegeta after a certain point. Not to say Vegeta isn't a deep character, but kind of like a stereotypical Vegeta rather than the character with the deeper nuances.
Maybe play the Sonic X Shadow Generations then, because I don't know if it would make it better or worse, but can I tell you something about that game?
Sure, I know. Yeah, you can go for it. I know that it definitely is a step in the right direction for his character. I've heard that at the very least.
So, the whole plot of Sonic, of the Shadow portion, is that the Time Eater comes in and he messes everything up. And he finds Maria and Gerald Robotnik alive because they're back.
Right.
And he's like, the goal of the game is he's trying to find a way to, I need to fix reality, but I want to fix reality in a way where they stay alive. Like, that's what I want.
Okay, so he's trying to go for, like, I'm going to change the future for the better sort of thing while I have the opportunity.
He's like, everything will go back to normal except for this. Like, this will change.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, Black Doom is back.
Right.
And he's doing stuff.
Because he would be.
Which is yeah.
Which
and
also...
I just...
Oh, you could finish.
I just think you would very much enjoy that. And I know it's like half off right now.
Shoot, yeah. Because honestly, after watching the movie, I was like, man, I really want to play some Sonic.
No, me too. I've been playing Frontiers. I'm liking Frontiers.
Yeah, I like Frontiers. That was also a step in the right direction. And this movie was definitely a step in the right direction. So you know what? I think we're getting somewhere now.
No, because I've been seeing memes of, like, Sonic fans from 2020 to 2024, and it's like they're feasting. Sonic fans from 2006 to 2019.
It's like we don't...
It was a drought. I remember the build-up of Boom.
Oh, me too.
I remember seeing that silhouettes, but I was excited.
I don't know if I was excited, but I was like, you know what? Let's see it. Let's see what they've got cooking here.
Because I like hot tape. I'm pro sports tape.
The sports tape is very funny. I don't know if I'm pro sports tape. I'm not anti sports tape.
I hate that it went in the Sonic movies. Going back to the Sonic movies, when speaking of like I hate that Sonic had like sauce on his glove from Chili Dog, and he licked his glove.
He does that in one of the games. Actually, thinking about it.
That is disgusting.
And it is just as disgusting as you were making it out to be.
Ugh, gross.
You don't know what this...
I just need to be said right now. I'm also playing a little bit of Fortnite. I got fucking instant killed, ranked. I'm Hatsune Miku and Skibby Toilet just fucking shotgun me to death.
That's
Just okay, just go. Moving on.
it's like I can't. I don't know, man. That game, ludicrous.
I love this game.
It's so
I
fun.
feel like Sonic would do well in Fortnite.
I think so. I think the biggest issue
Is his size.
yeah, where it's hard to justify like making a humanoid Sonic. They could do Sonic Man from Sonic 06.
They could do Sonic Boom.
Oh man, I hate how correct you actually are about that.
Sonic Boom. The only one I don't think you could make is Tails. You could make Knuckles, you could make Amy. Maybe if you want Sticks, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like if you could do Amy, you could do Tails.
Just Tails is so short.
That's
But I
true.
saw something that was really cool that I would really like. That it was like a mock-up, and it was Tails. It was either it was Sonic on the bottom and Tails riding Sonic's shoulders, holding the guns.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, that would be very cool.
That would be pretty cool.
So would you rather have Sonic and Tails in Fortnite or Mordecai and Rigby?
Probably Sonic and Tails. I was never huge into Regular Show when I was growing up. That was never one of the ones that I ended up watching.
Damn.
Dude, this Emerald Shard is throwing me for a loop right now. I feel like an idiot right now. I cannot figure out this game meant for children. Oh my gosh! And these controls.
This is hilarious.
This and I'm gonna remind everyone, I am playing this on a keyboard. I'm not this bad normally. Oh, there it is. Thank goodness.
All right. Also, I'm just saying this. We have a video coming out this Friday or Saturday, depending on when I finish it, about libraries. And you know what I found at a library?
What did you find in the library?
The Knuckles Show.
They on DVD?
On DVD. If you want to watch it, go to the library and get it. I'm 100% serious. It is there.
I didn't realize they made it on DVD.
Here's the magic thing. They did it. They just burn shows and rent them.
Dude, libraries are sick. What?
Libraries are awesome. You can watch Ted Lasso.
Really?
They have all 3 seasons.
Well, hot diggity dog. I might do that because I don't
Go
know.
to the library. The library is so fucking sick.
I know. Now that I'm back in like the swing of, or I just finished a book, and I'm like, oh well, I guess it's time for me to go back to the library. So I need to go back and get a book from there. But also, maybe I'll get Ted Lasso. 'Cause that's kind of crazy. I didn't realize that they just
There's
did
the
that.
3 seasons of Ted Lasso. There's a bunch of stuff.
Shoot. Also,
And we're not no locations, but where we are, it's one of the worst it's one of the not the better libraries. If you go to like, let's just say undisclosed college town,
mhm.
you get some nice stuff, dude.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. Oh, that's excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Support your libraries, everyone.
Support your local libraries. Anyway, I think with Sonic and the Sonic movie 3, an underrated thing is I kind of like how Dr. Stone is clearly just in love with Eggman. And it's so blatantly obvious. I love how after Eggman tears off his shirt, the next couple scenes he just doesn't have a shirt on, but he still has the tie.
Yeah, because when you told me to look out for that, I was like, oh, yep, yeah, that's just how it is. Oh, that's good. I quite like Agent Stone. I've always really liked him, and I'll be honest. I watched the movies for the first time like maybe 2 months ago in preparation to see the third one.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Agent Stone existed before that.
No, yeah. So he's his henchman. He's the guy. Question. I think people are asking, like, maybe we put Agent Stone in some of the games. Maybe we have Agent Stone in the games. And a part of me is like, yeah, man, like, I wouldn't hate that. I'd like Agent Stone to be in the game.
I don't know how I feel about that, because despite the games getting quite similar, not quite similar, but more close to one another in like terms of tone and actual content, I feel like there's still some fundamental differences between the two.
Well, because I don't think there is Sonic's on Earth, right?
That is a whole question, man. That is a whole question.
Or is he on, like, Morbius or whatever his planet's called, MOBA?
See, that is also a whole question. I've come to make an announcement. Sorry, that's
I'm behind
blank.
on the stream.
Oh, okay. It would have been a lot funnier if if you weren't behind on the stream. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So the Sonic lore, finally I get to like yap about this. It's been in such a bizarre place for so long. And it always kind of has been. Because if you take into account like the original Genesis games, and then you jump to Sonic Adventure where there are just actual people and humans now, and the only animals are our main characters. Then it's like, okay, is that the reality? But what about the little flicky guys, like the little animals? Are they here? And it's like kind of yes, but there's also like real animals. And so in recent times, apparently there's just two parts of Earth. And there's like a South Island that has the anthropomorphic people on it, and then the rest is humans. None of this is stated anywhere in any of the games, mind you.
Wait, hold on. What?
Yeah, so there's a South Island. It's called South Island that has the anthropomorphic animals on it. So people like Sonic. The rest are the humans.
Okay.
The rest of the world is the humans.
And is it ever stated as Earth, or is it Mobius, or is it...
I'm pretty sure it's both at the same time at this point. Like, I don't think there's a consistent through line that we can follow to determine whether it is Mobius or if it is Earth. Or maybe Mobius is Earth, just with a different name.
Okay.
It is... Also, money isn't supposed to exist in the world.
What?
Exactly.
So what are rings?
Exactly. And this also discounts the previous motivations that character had that were purely monetary. Those don't exist anymore.
Shut up, don't think about it.
Hand wave it.
Do you like that Sonic is just straight up an alien in the movies? I think it's smarter.
I think it works for... Because, like, with any adaptation, it's kind of like, you have to make changes in order for it to be a story. And it's like, I'm sure there was a way to make it so that Sonic was just kind of, like, on Earth.
A mutated regular hedgehog.
Yeah, and I imagine they'd be able to do that more if they were able to go full on, like, Sonic 3-esque right away with, like, all the characters and everything, like, immediately. Because then that's easier to justify.
Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have had this live action, or would you rather have had, like, an animated movie? Like, kind of, you haven't seen it, but, like, think Transformers 1.
My first choice probably would be have it be animated. Just full animation.
Okay.
Just from the standpoint of, you know, technically speaking, it's always been animated, and I feel like it would be a much easier transition going from animated video game to animated cartoony video game to animated cartoony movie, rather than having to redesign everything to fit in with the real world, I guess.
Yeah, and let's be honest, it wasn't a great transition to real life.
No.
They made a mistake.
Yeah, it was almost not a great transition.
Sonic did not had a rough transition into 3D. Wow. Here's your 1,000 subscribers.
It's like, wow, where'd you get that opinion? The opinion store? High five, Sean.
You're welcome. Did you hear me clap?
I didn't at all.
Oh, damn it.
But no, I'd always prefer an animated to I guess when it comes to an adaptation, if it's animated, prefer animation.
A part of me agrees with you a lot, and then that small part of me is like, I want to see Sonic kick some ass in real life, you know?
And that is another thing too. Like, especially if they're in trusted hands, it is really interesting to see like this translated to reality, kind of like Detective Pikachu wise. It's just cool seeing the
I think
Pokemon.
Detective Pikachu, specifically that movie, specifically with the character Detective Pikachu, I prefer that to be in person, like live action.
Yeah.
If we're doing straight Pokemon movie that has battles and stuff, honest to God, and I know this is like sacrilege, do not give me 2D animation of that. Give me the Spider-Verse style Pokemon battles. That's what I want.
Interesting.
Because I personally think that
I want to cry.
at least... Why? Did you lose, or is it this take, or...
So, real quick, the mech controls are built for a controller because you speed up the longer you hold forward for. Except for some reason, I can't move forward and turn the camera. So, like, I'm just constantly slowing down, so anything is taking a painstaking amount of time. And then I fell a great distance and had to retread the path.
That's hilarious. What was I saying?
Sonic, Spider-Verse.
Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon, yep.
I think that it would be... I don't think there has been enough 2D animation of recent years to make it as creative and interesting looking as I think Spider-Verse is the coolest looking movie of all time.
Yeah, it's a very good looking movie. An excellent looking movie.
And I'm saying if there is a movie released in 2 years, like they announce it at the next Nintendo Direct, and they're like, well, this is the new Pokemon movie, it would go, I would want it, number one, I would rather have it be like 3D animated Spider-Verse. Number two, I would want it to be live action, and then 3, I would like it to be animated in the style of the show. Because I've seen that. Like, we have so many movies like that, but it's like, oh, but the budget isn't as big.
Yeah.
Okay, but I've seen it.
It's like, but we can do it, right? That's an interesting take, because I feel like most people just default to 2D.
Common. Well, yeah, I understand that. I understand why, but in the same vein, I'm like, come on, I want to see new. And if we're gonna keep these franchises, if this is the only thing we're getting, because people will say, like, when people complain, it's like, oh, we don't have any new movies, we always just remakes. That's not true. We just don't have any new franchises. There's a difference.
That is very true, because, frankly, all you need to do to find a new movie is just, like, look at the Oscar nominations, and you'll find a bunch of movies that you have not heard of.
Exactly. Has there been any Oscar... It's probably very rare to see an Oscar nom for like a remake.
Yeah, I don't think it
maybe
happens.
Star is Born. I think that was a remake. Joker, if you want to count that. It's less of a remake and more of just a reimagining.
Yeah, I don't know. Remakes generally don't, it seems like. And in a way, I'm kind of okay with that. Unless it's like a complete overhaul remake, as in you can't even tell that this is, you know, something made in 1930s and you're remaking it in 2020 or something like that. Like, I feel like that's enough justification to say this deserves to be nominated if it is good. Do I have to?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, actually, real quick, I'm actually not as familiar with this game as one may think.
Yeah?
Because for the longest time, I actually never beat the hero campaign. Because in the Knuckles levels, there are these ghosts. And I'm sure you've seen them before. But they would jump scare you sometimes. And I was always terrified of that as a child. And so I just never beat the levels. And so I'm pretty sure, I don't think I've ever actually beaten this level by myself. I'm pretty sure Dominic came over and beat this level at one point.
That's adorable.
And that is the only reason I got further in the game. So this level is very foreign to me right now. But, what were we saying? Remakes? Yeah. So what are your thoughts on Sonic 3 not being nominated for anything?
For anything is kind of wild.
Actually, I'm not sure. I think it might have been. I don't know if it was nominated.
No, it's not. It's not. They have said, they stated blatantly that it cannot be in the running for anything or something.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That I don't like. I just don't like how the Oscars seem to be. They don't take into account what people like. Like, I know that no, do not nominate or get an Oscar for Ant-Man Quantumania. Like that, I'm not saying that, but I am saying that I guess just maybe have some sort of component where people can vote, or
kind of like Game Award style.
Yeah, because it's at some point you gotta understand that okay, Dinglehops won the 12-second short film that shows the struggle of being 12 years old in mid 16th century Russia. That one Best Picture. Yeah. Why? It was really good. How do you watch it? Well, you have to meet a guy named Ricky, and Ricky has a van, and he's down in L.A., and...
He's mass-producing them out of a van.
He's mass-producing them. He's got 20 of these things.
No,
I
kind of agree with that.
What's your view on this?
It is complicated, because oftentimes what critics look for in movies and stuff like that is very different than what general audiences want. And so that's why I kind of like Rotten Tomatoes and how they do their system of audience score versus critic score. Because if you see something rated very highly by a critic, you kind of know what you're going to, and rated very low by an audience, you kind of know what you're going to get. Kind of a more artsy piece that doesn't necessarily fit within, I guess, a general audience's perception of a movie, you know?
I mean, sometimes it's different because, I watched the Godfather last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not for the first. I love that movie so much.
I actually haven't seen it yet. I need to, obviously, but
it insists upon itself.
It insists upon itself.
I love The Godfather so much, and I think that movie was absolutely critically acclaimed and absolutely a box office smash. There are movies that just break that barrier.
Yeah.
And obviously talking about Godfather, Sonic 3.
I think they're of equal comparability.
The downfall of Michael Corleone and Shadow are very similar.
Actually, the director cited that as the main inspiration, for Shadow's character. Do I feel stupid? Oh!
He looks. Gerald looks at Shadow and goes, "Don't ever take sides against the family again."
Oh man, but no, there's definitely some movies that do in fact break the barriers between both audiences and critics, and I feel like those are always some of the greatest movies.
I think you have to. My biggest problem with that and the Oscars, and I think Sonic. I think this we're relating it back to Sonic. Anything that has any sort of animation is downplayed.
Yeah,
so hard.
That is definitely.
There is a.
Oh, screw it. Why do I level 8? Okay.
There is a like animations for kids. It's awful. I know it's for kids. It can't be taken that seriously. Things like that, and I think in a way video games fall under that too, where it's like it's not. I guess the main argument is just it's not real.
Yeah. It's like, we can't have real emotions with these animated characters. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Because you're right. There is a very...
I don't know what's going on with the mic, Dom. I really don't.
We're trying our best, man.
We're trying our best. James is streaming today, so...
You take what you get when you stream with James. But... yeah, there is definitely a big bias against animation, unless it's like Pixar or something, or Ghibli, in which case I feel like it's taken more seriously, and I feel like there are things kind of changing in regards to that, I guess, where I think we are seeing more animated movies being taken seriously by people.
Because I honestly think Spider-Verse, and this is really dumb, because I know it's a Spider-Man movie, and it's superhero, and it's stupid. I think Spider-Verse, when it came... What won Best Picture when Spider-Verse came out? So 2018.
That is an excellent question.
2018 Best Picture. Oh my god, this Spider-Verse is getting old. Shape of Water. I actually saw Shape of Water. Spider-Verse is better than Shape of Water. And I think that's a controversial take.
I haven't seen Shape of Water. It was not exactly...
It's about... I'm not going to say it's awful. It's Guillermo del Toro. I love that guy. But he made a great movie. My favorite movie that he made is the Pinocchio one. He made a Pinocchio movie. Fantastic. And... I don't... It won Best Animated Picture. It's like, well, I just don't understand why we got to make it different. Why don't we change it for, like, instead of, like, animations, like, best all audiences? Or something like that, where it's not just, like, taking it from the genre, it's taking it from, like, okay, this is for... It can't have certain themes in it, obviously, because kids are going to be able to watch it, but these are like, pinnacles of art form. And I think maybe... Sonic 3 would have had a shot in something like that, where it's like best, I wouldn't say for kids, but best like all ages film or something.
Yeah. What the heck? I don't like this level very much.
He wants to know if you got the air necklace.
Dominic, I'm gonna be honest. I'm playing with a keyboard right now. I don't know if I can even get to the air necklace right now. But I will try my hardest. You know what? In the cage area down the path into the mine room. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. I know where that is.
Like, I feel like a lot of the Oscar nom movies are... I'm not even gonna say, like, these are trash, and I've never heard of these. I kind of like that I never heard of them, because I would be more annoyed if it's like, oh, the new Marvel movie got nominated for Best Picture because obviously it's Marvel and people watched it.
Yeah. Freaking heck. So I'm like trying to use like, I'm using 100% of my brain trying to decipher this stupid location. I feel like a lot of the issue might be solved if there was just another category that was like best live action or something like that, just to offset like the fact that, oh, I'm gonna drown. That's gonna offset the. Yeah,
Dramatic.
yeah, I was about to die there. I just want you to know that.
That's pretty dramatic. Don't be such a baby. All right.
Look, man, I'm trying. But yeah, offset the fact that animation's technically considered separate from regular movies, I guess.
Like, what? There were animated films that did get nominated for Best Picture. Did Spirited Away win Best Picture? Or I know it won, like, Best Animated.
I think it might have won Best Picture. Omachow, can you stop freaking throwing your propellers in my eardrums, man? I ain't liking that. Thank you. Okay. I guess you're going to have to look that up, because I don't know that off the top of my head.
Because I think it only won animation. I don't think an animated movie ever won Best Picture, except for maybe, like, a Toy Story.
I think a Toy Story did. And I think Toy Story 4 won something. Which, we all know my opinions on Toy Story 4.
You want to hear my hottest take?
Of course.
And you're going to hate it.
Shoot, I've already used all my hints. Sure.
Toy Story 4 is better than Monsters University.
All right, Sean. I'm afraid I'm gonna restart this level because I cannot find this stupid thing to save my life. Just reset the RNG. I cannot find myself able to find this this stupid gem shard.
Just go down the pit you ran by it.
The pit? What pit are we talking about? I hate this level. I don't like this level. That's James's hot take of the day.
No, I do think... I mean, like, I didn't watch Sonic 3 and be like, Oscars, but at the same time, I was like... Well, I don't think we shouldn't look at a movie and not recognize that, like, it was very popular. Why was it very popular? It was popular for a reason.
Yeah. And, like, I feel like there's maybe a category that it could fit into somewhere. I don't know.
I would argue best soundtrack. Got Live and Learn. It's got Live and Learn.
You're basing
what
that
is better?
Solely on Live and Learn?
Like, what is it? Like, best single? Like, that's a thing.
That is a thing.
Where it's like, this is the, like, because Barbie was nominated twice for it, for I'm Just Ken and What Was I Made For?
But the question...
Oh, Barbie got nominated for Best Picture, right?
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
It's funny. I have come around on Barbie not because I've watched the movie again, but just because I've heard Shelby talk about it, and like, I think I just missed something, and I'm just going to accept that I missed something, and I'm just going to be like, it's good. It's good. I might have missed it.
Honestly, yeah, kind of me too. See, I feel like there's a... That's where critiquing stuff becomes very difficult. In the case of, like, is this made for me? Like, can I objectively talk about this? I'd argue yes. A lot of people would probably argue no. But...
You can objectively talk about anything, but just understand that, like, it's not made with you in mind.
Yeah.
You know? I really... But, like, so Barbie was nominated for an Oscar.
Wait, Dominic,
I
real
think-
quick. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not playing this to play well right now. We're playing this to have a conversation and just have some visuals right now.
Oscar noms.
Me too.
Nominated for Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress.
Okay.
And I think it did
Okay, never mind.
win. It won something.
Okay.
And it's also getting a sequel. Who would have thought?
Is it actually?
It made so much money.
That is true. I guess just I mean, there's always something to do, especially when there's money involved. But, like, I don't know. That felt pretty cut and dry, if we're going to be honest here.
Yeah, it kind of did, but who knows?
Yeah.
We'll find something.
They always find something.
Maybe her being in the real world, like, messes up something. It's like, well, you're a toy.
Oh, fair enough. It's like you can't be in the world because you're a toy and it's something. I'm
Blah,
s-
blah,
blah, blah, blah, blah, blah. I'm seeing the vision, Sean. I'm seeing the vision.
blah.
Freaking this stupid emerald.
I feel like the Oscars, you know, understandably so, are like kind of snobby. And I know a lot of people hate them. I love the Oscars.
The Oscars are very fun to watch.
I love the Oscars so much.
Oh.
Part of me, when are the Oscars? I think they're in March. If I have a place to like my own apartment, then we'll have an Oscar party.
That'd be very fun.
Because I want to have an Oscar party, and I also want to have a WrestleMania party.
Dominic, oh my gosh, Dominic, I found it. I think. Never mind, I found the emerald first, so I'm gonna go for that. Oh, where's it at? Is it? Oh, I see. It's in between these skulls. Okay, all right. Finally, we're at the stupid mine, and I can finally talk again. Okay.
I think it's going back to Sonic. I think it's really funny that Sonic just is pissed for half the movie, and he's very serious, and he's not really joking around. And like, honest to God, I wanted to see another Sonic Knuckles fight. I was like, oh my God, are we gonna, what?
Yeah, it kind of seemed like that was about to happen.
But then Knuckles was being a bro, and he goes like, look, just because you're a dick doesn't mean I have to be a dick.
I am glad that they, like I said, I'm always a big fan of them taking it seriously, which is like such a weird thing to say, but
when you take dumb things seriously, but you allow moments of levity, that's the best, because that's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles kind of vibe of like, yeah, they like pizza and stuff, but the last row, like, they can die, but they're just having fun because they're that calm about it.
Yeah, and a lot of it is just like not having levity at whatever you're doing's expense.
Yeah.
Just like, what the heck is this? A two-tailed fox? That's weird. You know, kind of like that, I guess.
That's no good.
That's no good. Oh, it's the weird level. Okay. But I guess kind of, you know, Amy just made me think about it. What are your hopes for the next one?
I hope Sonic is obsessed with Amy instead of Amy being obsessed with Sonic.
Interesting.
I kind of hope that she becomes really good friends with Donut Lord's wife, Pretzel Lady, because I don't know either of their names. I know Donut Lord and Pretzel Lady. I forget their names.
I kind of forgot. Tom and
and...
Melissa, Miranda. something with an M.
Miku.
I don't think it's... Look, a red balloon!
Okay.
It's justified, Sean.
It's just like the movie.
It's like the movie! I forget how to drift in this thing. Well, I don't forget. I don't know the keyboard controls.
I hope that they kind of grow a bond like Sonic and Tom. I hope. I kind of want the egg. The shadow. I hope that Metal Sonic is a contingency plan if Eggman ever dies, and I hope that it's not just a horde of Metal Sonics without emotion. I hope that it's a horde that we saw, but there's like one main one, and that's Metal Sonic, and that's when we get the really cool, like, what am I trying to say? That's how we get a fight with that. I don't want hordes of Metal Sonics. I'm okay if you get there's a bunch of them, but here's the main one, and this is the one that can get upgraded and stuff.
Yeah, because I feel like this is an interesting opportunity for the movie also, because Metal Sonic isn't a very interesting concept in a lot of cases, and a very interesting character, but I feel like he hasn't been in enough stuff to truly explore, and also not enough story-based stuff to truly explore.
Well, I think it's just it's a playground that they can mess around with.
Exactly. I'm excited to see where they go with it.
I'm also excited that I think they're gonna make a Shadow movie.
Oh, thank you, Dominic. Oh yeah.
And I think the Shadow movie will be amazing, and that's probably gonna come out in like a year and a half.
Probably. Actually, I don't know, because Sonic 4, I think, is coming out in 2027 at this point.
Yeah, but they're gonna have something like next year. I just know it.
Fair enough. A Shadow movie would go kind of hard.
Because I feel like you can't have Shadow in the next movie, really. Like, you have him in 5.
Yeah, because pretty soon they are going to start running into the issue that the games run into, where there are a ton of characters.
I know what Sonic 6 should be.
What's Sonic 6?
So Sonic 4 is Amy, it's Sonic CD. I don't know if they're going to do time travel. Okay. Sonic 5 should be Sonic 06. Except, instead of the princess, whatever her name is,
Elise.
Make Amy the trigger.
I hate that. I knew that off the top of my head. Anyways, continue.
Make Amy the important, make her a princess or whatever.
Okay.
If you need a princess. Hold on. I'm also hearing my own voice. I've been hearing my whole voice the whole time, and that's why I'm kind of yeah, because I have the stream on my phone, and I'm also talking to you on my phone, and I can't mute the stream without muting you.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
So this whole time I've been hearing myself, and it's rough. But
Sonic 6.
6
Yeah.
should be you go back to Sonic's homeworld, and I think that's also Knuckles' homeworld, right?
Yes.
Because they were like enemies, and there was a big battle, and the Wisps take over that, are kind of there, and they're like, why are these here? And then you can do Sonic Colors.
Okay. But Sean, I think you're missing a very big one.
What?
I do like your direction.
Unleashed?
No, you're missing Sonic Adventure.
Oh, it's weird because we already did Sonic Adventure 2.
I know, it is kind of odd. But
we could do Sonic Adventure. You could do Perfect Chaos.
I was gonna say, like,
Pretty easy.
the
You would
games
have to
really
go
aren't.
with Chaos mixed with Frontiers, though, right? Because in Frontiers, like the little Niblet guys are like Chaos beings or whatever.
Shoot, yeah. Now you kind of have to.
That's fine.
Interesting. Yeah, I think that's all right. But yeah,
I think
I'm looking forward to a Sonic Adventure adaptation. That's like my big. I want that one.
I mean, understandably so. I'd be sick as hell.
Mostly because I'm looking forward to. I want to see an adaptation of E102 Gamma. That's what I want to see.
I bet we'll get that maybe next movie.
That's kind of
Like,
what
oh,
I'm.
they got a robot. We need a robot.
Because Gamma. I know I talk
And I
a
feel
lot
like
of.
they do him justice.
I think so, especially at this point, seeing how they handled Shadow and his nuances. I feel like they'd go full on with Gamma, and I sincerely hope that they do. With like the darker themes of him as well. The children need to cry, okay? That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
It's a rite of passage anytime you play Sonic Adventure as a child. The children need to cry.
That's so sad.
I feel like my takes are very different from a lot of parents' sentiments.
It's probably a formative experience to just bawl in a movie theater. I did that when I was 8 on my 18th birthday in Infinity War.
And you know what? Everyone needs
I
it.
think you were there.
I wasn't there. I went to see it with Seth, like
Got
a
it,
few
got it.
weeks after it came out. Oh, but no, I guess talking about that real quick, I've always been of the opinion that we need darker stories for kids. Not darker as in like Game of Thrones, you know, but like movies that do cover more serious stuff. Just from the standpoint of, I feel like it's incredibly important for, oh geez, for children to be exposed to some of this stuff in a controlled environment, if that makes sense. Rather than rather than experiencing it full on in the real world in their own life, they can explore the concept through like a story or something like that to understand it at least to some extent, so when it does inevitably occur at some point, oh, I just ran right off, they have a way of quantifying it, I guess, if I'm making any sense whatsoever right now.
No, I'm getting you.
Okay. And kind of in line with that, like the Wild Robot or
Yeah.
Sonic 3.
I'd argue Phineas and Ferb showing a couple that is just divorced, and they don't get back together. They never even hint they're getting back together, and the wife pays the husband alimony.
Yeah.
That's what. And I think that's so funny. That's how Dr. Doofenshmirtz funds his experiments. It's his wife's alimony.
Because he's not making money on any of this. He's a villain.
No.
That is very funny, though.
I also like to think that when he doesn't get enough, his brother gives him some. His brother's just really nice to him.
Yeah, kind of, and that's also kind of with it too. Just being able to expose kids to things like that in a controlled environment, I guess. Because, and this is of course not to say that every single kids movie needs to deal with topics like that, but I always appreciate the ones that do, I guess.
I get you.
That was a weird direction to go in terms of stream conversation, but
Yeah, it's fine.
whatever, you know.
I really do like.
I feel like an idiot right now. Oh, okay.
I think it's important. Like with movies and franchises, going back to that, like it's funny to think Sonic's not a new franchise. We're just getting a movie of it, you know. So like, what is the last like new franchise that was huge? That's like, this is brand new and everyone's obsessed with it.
Maybe Dune? I think that's the
Would
best
you
thing.
consider that new though? Because that was a book, or I guess that's fine. Like having it be a series of books, like that's
Oh, you mean like new as in starts in the movies?
yeah, like
Okay.
like Jaws, or like you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe
Might be a-
John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
even then, that's kind of old-ish at this point.
that was 2014. That's over 10 years old now.
Interesting.
Okay, wow, that was a noise.
Sorry, I just drowned in quicksand.
By the way, just asking, how long you want this stream to be?
I don't know. I didn't really have a set time frame in mind. What are we at right now?
120.
Okay, I'm down to keep it going. I have a meeting
I'm
at...
down to keep it.
Okay, I'm like, we could stop whenever, basically. But it seems like we've had things to talk about this whole time, so I'm down to keep
Yeah,
talking.
we're not forcing nothing, which is nice.
Yeah. Also, Dominic's saying something in chat, but I'm having epic gameplay right
I'll
now.
read it. When they do have to watch the person who bullied them, who finally became a friend, fights a giant lizard with the space cannon, it's ass. And then he died. The kids will be ready for when it happens IRL. Oh. Oh, I know what he's talking about. And that is why we nailed horror movie about a cow called Milking It. And yes, the cow moo jump scare, 5 days long. I don't. Do you think they'll? Just go and go. I'm just gonna move on. Do you think they're gonna do Sonic Unleashed?
I don't know. Because I don't know if Sonic Unleashed, this is going to sound mean, has a substantial enough story to carry an entire movie by itself. I'm sure it could,
Ask this.
but
Let me ask this: do you think they'll do Werehog mixed with another movie, with another game? So like, he's a Werehog with the Wisps, or he's a Werehog. They torture him, and he's a Werehog, and now he's a Werehog in Forces. Something like that.
ah,
And that's like a power boost or whatever. And like the emeralds are gone, so he's got to go Werehog.
they actually, I don't think they will, but they might. Like, I'm not completely dismissing the possibility, especially since, like...
I feel like there's a lot of toys to be sold as Werehog Sonic.
Exactly, and I feel like they're getting more... Seeing the success of this one, I imagine they're going to start taking more risks with some of the material, because Adventure 2 and Shadow is the safe, dangerous option, if that makes any sense.
I feel like the safe, dangerous option after that is 06. Like, if you just fix the story, 06 has another new hedgehog. It's got a Final Fantasy-esque story, so you can kind of take all of the weird stuff out, and you have a blockbuster. Let's be honest.
See, I don't know. I'd argue that, the bounce bracelet, let's freaking go. I love this thing. I'd argue, I think Adventure might be the next safe, dangerous option.
But what's new in Adventure? I don't see how that's dangerous.
I guess I mean, I didn't think I'd make that. I guess I mean dangerous as in, like, actually focusing less on the human characters to carry the story.
I would think if they do Adventure, I would try to get it so it would be, instead of Eggman, it would be Stone sort of messing with things to see if he could bring Eggman back.
I could see
And
that.
then I would say for like 2 movies, just have Stone trying to bring Eggman back, and then Sonic sticks. He's fucking back. Because let's be honest, we're getting Sonic until we die now.
I think so at
In
this point.
some shape or form, Sonic is here to stay, and I'm very happy. If it's between Sonic and the Transformers movies that aren't the really good animated one, give me Sonic, dude. Like,
Yeah, I'll take it, man. Like, if they're good, I don't care, man. Like, but I don't know. I feel like Adventure would be able to carry itself without Eggman, and that's kind of where I'm going. I think.
no, I know, but they're definitely gonna still want to use Stone.
Yeah, Stone will come back, I imagine.
I think Stone made the robots. part of me thinks.
Oh, that could be an interesting sort of thing. Because I was kind of the opinion, like you said, that this was just a protocol for if Eggman died. That's why they exist.
And that's why he was upset. And like he never used the quill.
Right, yeah. Okay.
And like it was shown in the first movie that if you have the quill, with the right tech, you can go as fast as Sonic. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, that's true.
Because this movie is Sonic Adventure 2, but it's not Sonic Adventure 2.
I think it's about as Sonic Adventure 2 as it could be.
While still being a movie.
While still being a movie and while still working within the confines of the world that they set.
Yeah. I feel like if they go back to Sonic's home planet, which they could do, or are they out of rings? Because they said last one.
I kind of took that as last one for the time being, like that we have on us.
That's one that they have.
Last one that they have on them at that point in time.
Okay.
So like there are more. I just ran into that guy. But yeah, I don't know, because there's definitely stuff that they could do with Sonic's world, home world.
That
actually.
is true. They did foreshadow Stone's tech being able to destroy Eggman's tech easily in the Chow Garden.
Oh yeah, is that
He was on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what am I doing?
I do like Stone a lot. I think he can be a great villain. I think it would be very interesting if he brings back, because Jim Carrey's coming back. I think give it a movie of him being dead, but Jim Carrey's coming back, and then they're like, oh, how are we gonna sell Sonic 5? Jim Carrey's back.
It's like, see how 4 does, and then
See
go
how
from
4
there.
does. Yeah, 4 is gonna do great. They're all gonna do great. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, like just
You know?
yeah, because I think they're doing really well, especially now. Like seeing what they were able to do with this one, and where they could go with it. I feel like we're gonna be seeing more, like game stuff, the more we go into this. Like stuff that is unapologetically game. Because, you know, the first movie was a buddy road comedy, basically.
It was Hop.
It was Hop. It was Hop.
Looks like we're heading for
And now we're kind of getting into... Yeah. Actually, I think, wasn't that the same actor, too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
the door's locked.
It's
Interesting.
really funny. It's really funny. Yeah.
That is actually very funny. That is...
Right, Knuckles? What? Why do I have to find the key?
Oh.
We're counting on you, buddy.
Um,
World's greatest treasure hunter.
how far are you in this story?
We're getting pretty close to the rocket, to space.
Damn.
Actually, yeah, we are actually significantly closer to this end than I thought. Because it's
You want to
this.
just go till the hero's end?
Honestly, might as well, because I think we can get there.
Yeah. You're on stage 12. Jesus Christ.
See, that's what I was saying, man. I didn't realize it's been a while since I played this. I did not realize it went this fast. And also, I was a stupid kid. So things move significantly slower when you're a stupid kid.
What's a video game movie you'd want?
Just in general.
Just in general. Doesn't even have to be Sonic.
That's an interesting question. I don't know. Because we're definitely going to get more video game movies. I'm just going to say that now.
Pardon me, I don't know if it's going to be the new superhero movie, but
Oh, I'm so silly.
video game movies are very safe because they have a built-in audience. But the only thing is, I feel like they're more discerning than like superhero audiences, just because there has been like media that is already acted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and especially like when you base something off of a comic, it's like,
Mhm.
you know, what comic are you basing it off of?
Or is it a amalgamation of a bunch of comics? Like, the only way you can really screw up a superhero movie is if you just don't listen to the comic and actively do something worse, which they seem to love to do. But
They're-
I feel like going back, Sonic, in a way, just the Sonic franchise that we see now is only existing because they listen to fans.
yeah.
You like Christian Whitehead? He's making a game, and it's been our best game.
And even then, they've kind of like with Forces, or not Forces,
Frontiers.
yeah, with Frontiers, and it sounds like Shadow Generations. They're starting to listen to fans in that regard too, like game-wise as well. And it
Mhm.
seems to be working out very well for them.
Yeah, I think, what was it, like, the year of Shadow last year was, like, one of their most profitable years with the Sonic franchise in a very long time.
I could.
I think they made over, like, $1 billion with Shadow stuff.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of money.
They were also doing Sonic Prime, which I was actually watching. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
Like, it's not like gonna knock your socks off, but just having it on and being like, oh, okay. It's like, it's a multiverse story, but it's not like a multiverse story. It's more like Sonic fucks up the whole world, and now there's 5 different worlds, and like they're pirates, and there's jungles, and there's the future, and then there's like just it's good. And also, there's a clip I want to show you after the stream of Sonic and Shadow fighting the equivalent, like an alternate version of like a robot Sonic called Furnace or something.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
Like it's good.
see that just kind of came out, and I feel like I didn't hear much about it.
It got 4 seasons.
What?
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay, I didn't know that.
Because it's very clearly a kid's show, but there is stuff there for Sonic fans.
Mhm.
So like, yeah, it's just kids watched it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
cool. Kids get a cool Sonic thing. Let's go.
Good for them. Good for them.
Good for them.
I'm glad we're kind of in the era now, where we can talk about this stuff again without being mocked on the internet. You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, good.
I'm
Very happy with that.
It was tough being a Sonic fan. It was tough being a
Don't even
Sonic
get
fan.
me started.
It was.
Don't even get me started. I was a closeted Sonic fan for so long.
See, me too, man. It was look.
Because I don't know if part of me is like, oh, was I really a Sonic fan? Like when I was it's like, because I didn't really love colors. It's like, what else did I like? It's like I always followed the news, and I was always there, and I was like, yeah, you were a Sonic fan, Sean. Let's not lie to ourselves.
It's like I cannot lie. Did Dominic just call us stinky heads for liking Sonic?
Yeah,
That son of a gun.
Dominic, do not say that. All right, because when you run, you put your hands behind your back. Okay, got him. Up top.
Up top, up top,
Up.
up top. Oh.
I'm just trying to think. What is the?
Yeah, I never gave you a game that I'd like a movie for. Shoot.
Horizon Zero Dawn? You're
Dude,
getting one.
you know me. What? We
You're
are?
getting one. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
It was just announced Horizon Zero Dawn is getting a movie.
Oh. Hooray.
That game is not real.
I
Who is a Horizon Zero Dawn fan? I've never met one other than Tyler.
was gonna say your brother. That's all I've got though. That's all I've got for you. Because I'm not.
I don't know, man.
It is not a. It's not real. It's fine. It's fine. It's a fine. I'm going the wrong way, man. These freaking Knuckles levels, man. This game made for children is screwing up my 23-year-old brain.
That is funny. You're 23.
Yeah. So are you, though. How does that feel?
Yeah, and I just bought Miku in Fortnite. I'm doing great.
I'm doing swimmingly.
It's funny when I told you it's like I'm not allowed to like buy anime girl figures unless I have a girlfriend. The moment I got a girlfriend, I googled like Miku figure.
You didn't.
I did. I was like, and Shelly was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I get to do this now."
Oh my gosh, it was right there the whole time. Are you kidding me?
Idiot, dumb,
Oh
idiot,
my
idiot,
gosh.
dumb.
It was right in front of my eyes, Sean.
Oh, yeah, Dominic's almost 25.
What?
Yeah, he's 24 right now. He turns 25 around when I turn 24.
I guess that is how the math works.
The math is math, and let's be honest.
That's kind of crazy. We're getting old, man.
And we're sitting here playing Sonic Adventure 2, talking about Sonic. Aren't we getting a remake of Sonic Heroes or something?
Shoot, are we?
I think we're getting something like that. I've heard rumblings about that. What I don't understand is, like, why don't they remake Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they haven't yet. Like, that seems...
You are correct, sir. Thank you.
Because that does seem kind of like a shoo-in. Like,
it would do well.
the infinite money glitch.
I just don't want... I just feel like Sega has a bad opinion about letting... Like, they just don't give enough time for anything.
Yeah, that's kind of their big flaw.
That's their big... If they just gave enough time... Like, what would you want to... Like, would you want a Sonic Adventure 1 remake?
I'd say
out
so.
of any of the Sonic games?
I'd say so, because I feel like it's the one that could most... Maybe not most
Use
benefit from it, but it's definitely a safe option for them to do
I feel like-
while also only
I feel like
improving
the
it.
one that would... Well, if TikTok... This is genuine opinion time. If TikTok, let's say, hypothetically, does not get banned, the best idea for them is Sonic 06.
I feel like I'm a little lost now.
Okay, if TikTok didn't get banned, there would be... And they gave the time for a Sonic 06 remake to be done properly. The amount of free press that game would get.
Oh,
Of
you're
like
right.
the worst game of all time remade, the worst game of all time remade. You would see it everywhere.
That is true. Because that would just be free advertising. At
I
that
did
point.
hear Sonic Heroes was getting a remake, but I heard it on TikTok, so who knows? Maybe it was just Xi Jinping lying to me.
He was targeting you, man.
He was targeting me. I called him Winnie the Pooh.
He knew what you wanted, man. And he was like, you know what? Let's ruin his day.
I mean, I'd be fine with a Sonic Heroes remake.
I'd be fine with the Sonic Heroes remake.
I'd buy it on sale.
And I kind of going back to the Sonic 06 remake. It can work, because I know that there's a mod out there that remakes.
Generations.
No, not for Generations. For 06, that just improves everything about it. Like improves the gameplay, fixes the bugs.
Really?
Yeah, and apparently,
like Project 06 or something.
yeah, and apparently, it's just really good.
And there's a lot of good 06 levels in Generations. I think there's a couple of there's like 3 good ones, because there's the ones from the Sonic Generations, and then Shadow Generations has 06 levels in it. It's not like 06
06 is bad because Sonic kisses a lady and it had 2 months to be created.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
why it's bad.
And I'm inclined to agree. Like,
There.
because a lot of that stuff probably would have been ironed. I hope it would have been ironed out if it wasn't rushed out.
If they remake it, here's what you do. First off, you redub the whole thing. You gotta remake it. Give it the Final Fantasy VII remake treatment. You remake that whole thing. You change the cutscenes. Whoever decided to make it mocap, kill them.
That seems a little extreme.
No, mocap Sonic. It's in this game too, and it's bad. Mocap Sonic is worst Sonic. That is
That is a hot take.
no, it is not a hot take. Him running in the jail, we saw that. Him like running in place in the jail. You ever see the video of the dude judging every version of Sonic animation?
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen that. Dude, this guy's going through it. just to say that. He's groaning.
Now, I would like a Sonic Heroes remake, though. I mean, I would like any kind of Sonic remake.
Yeah, honestly, I'm usually not big on remakes. But I feel like enough would be... Dude, this guy's freaking trouncing me. I feel I'm being very stupid right now.
Get it? Knuckles hates ghosts. Get it? Remember that? Remember
Exactly.
That movie? Remember?
He's like, what? A ghost? He says it exactly like a...
Ghost? He's right behind me, isn't he?
He's right behind me, isn't he?
They have so much restraint. That's why I trust them. They didn't say he's right behind me, isn't he?
That... You know what? I agree.
And he was right behind him. That made it funnier. It was actually a little, not scary, but more intimidating that he just like floats behind him.
Oh, yeah. No.
My favorite. This is so funny when Sonic is looking at like the pod, and Shadow's like, "I'm done giving you warnings," and throws him super hard into a desk,
Oh, yeah.
and then just fucking punches him in the face.
Sean, you seem to get like, ooh, you seem to get like focus on very bizarre things. Like,
What do you mean?
like all I can think of is the Eternals, with what's her face
Oh,
getting
the
bat
Rock.
over the head with a rock.
Getting hit with the rock. Deku getting thrown into a pipe so hard he bends it.
Exactly. Like, there's nothing wrong with
I love those little things.
it. And, they add a lot. Get freaking demolished, King Boom Boo. Now you die. I missed.
I really think that in the world of Sonic, the best remake would be 06.
I think that's the one that would benefit the most from a remake.
Because if you have like the new Xbox, you can play Unleashed at, I think, what is it, like 4K 60 frames or whatever.
Yeah, you finally can, which I think is very funny.
That's hilarious. And I don't think it lags anymore, right?
It doesn't.
Like, that is the optimum way to play.
Because I know a lot of people were playing, like, on the original hardware, that game could be a PowerPoint presentation, man.
Oh, yeah. Do you ever think sometimes of, like, if the world ends, but for some reason, like, I have, like, solar panels, and I have, like, a sustainable amount of power, and what console could I get? Or, like, if I'm, like, living in, like, a studio apartment, and I don't have a lot of money, and I have, like, $80 for my whole month of, like, this is what I can do for fun. I feel like I would get an old console in video games. Part of me thinks, like, I'd want to get, like, an Xbox 360 and, like a Sonic collection. And then what would be your... with $80, like, what would you get for, like, video game-wise, and if that's all you can buy for video games for a while?
Shoot. I feel like I might go the Wii. You could get a Wii for
The
cheap.
Wii?
Yeah.
We did it!
You can get an Xbox 360 for very cheap.
See, that's true. But also, I think there'd be more stuff that I would want to play on the Wii. in my humble opinion.
Okay. Like, what are you... And plus, if you get a Wii, you can get GameCube games.
Yeah, exactly. Sure, I only have $80.
Maybe Wii is the play.
But also with Xbox 360, you also get Xbox. Not that that
Oh,
adds a whole lot.
No, that adds Sonic games.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, oh, no, you're
Because
right.
I think
Sonic Heroes at the very least.
and like Sonic Mega Collection, but that's also you can get that on GameCube.
That's true. I didn't grab
Here's
a
the
ring.
thing. For the this is just an idea for the video for a video coming up in the next car gaming. We could play Sonic Heroes in a car.
Oh, we definitely
'Cause
could.
I have that on GameCube.
I have it on GameCube as well, I think, at least. Yeah, that's how I played it. I don't know how else I would have. Oh my gosh. I for everyone who's here, I would just like to reiterate once more, I am playing this game on a keyboard. This is not ideal.
I have just been grinding ranked Fortnite this whole time with the stream in the background.
Have you been doing well?
I am now platinum.
Goodness gracious.
I need to get higher than Shelby, alright?
Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, that's how, okay. I also am curious in regards to the later Sonic adaptations, if they will take elements from, like, for example, since they already adapted Sonic Adventure 2, will they take elements from that and incorporate them into other things?
Yes. I promise you we are going to see, like, like the other, not the perfect life form, whatever it's called, like the weird space worm,
Oh, the Bio Lizard?
bio lizard. Yeah, we're gonna see that. I promise you.
I hope so, because very small disappointment. I kind of wanted the Bio Lizard. I like that guy.
Yeah, I don't think you could have the bio lizard and the Eggman laser.
Yeah, that's kind of. I was like, I wasn't too shaken up about it because I'm like, that would be. They'd have to dedicate even more time to that, and it's like,
This movie is already going incredibly fast.
Yeah, it's like they don't need to do another thing, and I'm sure there's probably a way they could have done it, but it's like whatever. I'm not hanging out that much hope for the Bio Lizard.
You're not that big of a bio lizard stan.
I'm not that big of a Bio Lizard guy, okay?
The bio lizard, the prototype ultimate life form. How do you
Yeah.
get from that to Shadow?
It's funny you say that. So, this has never been actually. I don't think this has been confirmed, I should say. But in Sonic 3. Wait, not Sonic 3. In Sonic Adventure, this is also, we're at the rocket, we're going to space.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
In Sonic 3, oh my gosh, dude, I'm sorry. I'm like focusing on this big rocket in front of me and not thinking of the words because I'm just
It's
so.
like a photorealistic rocket.
It is. It's very funny.
Like, that's something Seth wants to build. And what if Seth builds a rocket and he goes, is that a fucking hedgehog?
Did that hedgehog just hijack my rocket? No, but in Sonic Adventure, there are murals of perfect chaos. Like,
Yeah.
because it was prophesized or whatever. And people think that Gerald Robotnik, when he was doing research for this ultimate life form, he went to those ruins and saw the thing for the Bio Lizard and assumed that that was the ultimate life form. And so he made that first. And it was like, obviously, this is not the ultimate life form. And so then he's like, crap, well, we have to go back to the temples and find something. And so he goes to Angel Island and sees the mural of Supersonic that's prophesized fighting Eggman, because that's kind of a thing that happens in Sonic Adventure, or in Sonic 3. Like, a big mural showing Supersonic fighting Dr. Robotnik. And so then he sees that, he sees Supersonic, and goes, that's the ultimate life form. Which is why Shadow's quills point up, like Supersonic's.
Because of a terrible
that's not confirmed. That's just the theory.
I think so, and it almost seems too perfect to have been intentional, if that makes any sense.
Like, it just lines up really well. There's no way they thought of this before. That's just like this. You just had to have been lucky.
In a way, like it lines up so perfectly, in a way where I don't think they were paying that close attention to continuity to be able to do that.
So Dominic says this ends up being confirmed in Generations.
Oh, that's sick. Okay, because that
You need to play Generations, man. I gotta play. I own it. I need to play it more.
you know I really
played
need to.
Frontiers.
I know playing this really makes me want to, and it's just it's so good. I'm glad that that's confirmed now because that's very cool.
It was really funny trying to explain to Seth just certain Sonic lore thingies. Like, I was like, yeah, in the games, Maria has, like, space aids. And he goes, what? And I go, like, yeah, that's why she's in space. She was like, but she wasn't in space in this movie. I go, like, yeah, she was in space in the other movie. Does she die in the game? Oh, there is not a continuity where Maria gets to live.
It's the Uncle Ben thing. Maria has to die.
It really is Ben.
Because, I mean, it's pivotal to Shadow's character.
Well,
She's
it's
gotta
funny you
die.
mention that because in Ultimate Spider-Man, or like the Amazing Spider-Man, the new comic that everyone really likes, and I need to start reading, it's May that is dead, and Ben is alive.
Interesting. Okay.
And Peter doesn't become a superhero until he has a wife and kids.
Right. Okay. I remember you talking about this.
I need to read those. Those are look so good.
I know. I've heard. It might have only been from you, but I've heard good things.
Well, yeah, you have. Like, you talk to me a lot.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm just trying to think of what. If there's anything out. Oh, hello?
I'm coming in with a crazy ass hot take.
What?
Okay.
Sonic 06 should not be remastered. If it is remastered and all the bugs are removed, then you just have a low mid Sonic game.
Wrong!
What good thing would you get out of it? Name one good thing about that game that isn't the bugs.
Funnily enough, Jake, we were actually talking about someone went in and made a mod for the game that improves all the gameplay and everything, and apparently it's just like great. Now.
Apparently. Have you played it?
No.
We can play it.
But
How about we play that?
we could play it.
You have to stay in the
Good
stream
thing
and
that
talk
came
about
out of
game
that
design.
game, other than the goofy ass bugs, is Silver the Hedgehog, because it gave a lot of kids who were bullied in middle school something to look at.
Trunks. Silver the Hedgehog is Trunks.
You know, I
Are
hate
you
that.
watching the stream?
That's another Trunks. Are you complaining?
Yo,
No, not in the slightest.
there's a significant amount of Sonic that can be directly compared to Dragon Ball, and I don't know
Dragon
how to
Ball.
feel. I don't know how to feel about that now.
Knuckles is Krillin.
Son of a...
No.
He kind of is, actually.
Not in the
Knuckles is Krillin. Knuckles is Krillin, yes.
How?
Because he was the old rival, but now he's like not comparable to Sonic in power in any really way, and they're not really rivals. And sometimes they kind of spar, but now they're just buddies.
I mean, he didn't get tricked. He got tricked into fucking with them.
No, I'm just saying their emotions now, or like how their relationship is now. It's he's
What
Krillin.
mean friends?
What's that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to tell you, Toriyama did not invent friends.
it's a
Sorry.
character dynamic.
I mean, I don't. The only thing I can think is Tail. I don't know who Tail. Oh, Tails is Gohan. Tails would be
Child.
No, a child who ends up becoming a genius.
I would say less genius and more just poor bastard.
No! Oh my gosh, he's a child who learns to fend for himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's that.
That was... Okay, alright, that was embarrassing of me.
I think the difference is that Tails likes what he's doing. Gohan just didn't really want to be a fighter. Like, he did it.
Well, in Sonic Adventure, Tails was following in the shadow of Sonic the
The
whole
shadows.
time.
The whole time, Jake.
The whole time, and he learns to fend for himself, baby.
My hot take is that Sonic 06 would have been an amazing Sonic game if they didn't get $15 in 2 months.
What?
They got $15 whole in 2 months to make that game.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant like pay wise, and I'm like, that's fucking Sega should be destroyed. And I'm like, no, he's goofing.
I'm goofing, I'm gaffing.
But in every joke,
in
there
every
is a little truth.
Have you played a Sonic game?
Yeah.
Which one?
1, 2, fucking trying to think of what else. Unleashed, Pinball, everything that was on that collection. Dr.
You-
Eggman's Bean Machine.
You played Unleashed?
Yes.
Dang.
I didn't know that.
Sean, I introduced you to Unleashed.
No, you introduced me to Sonic. You didn't introduce me to Unleashed.
Yes, I rented it. You were like,
Oh.
whoa, this game looks sick.
I remember.
I never
Ow.
beat it though, because the timed Eggman mission is a bastard.
Oh, did you see that stream? That was rough. That was a rough time.
It's fucking, imagine being a kid playing that shit.
Mm-mm.
It's rough, man.
It is. It's like how I never beat a fucking Wario Shake It Up. Because that fucking flower boss is also a hard prick.
See, we were talking about this a little bit earlier, where, okay, well, by my
I'm very
gameplay
good
here.
at video games as a child.
No, I was a stupid kid. Like, I'm already almost through the hero story here, and I never got through it as a kid. Oh, now you go
I
up.
actually never beat a Pokemon game because I just wouldn't read.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And
My
when I
first
did,
Pokemon game
it
I
was like-
genuinely beat on my own was X and Y.
I think it was like Diamond was like the only one where I started to read, or maybe Black and White. And they're like, it started raining on this route. And I'm like, I guess I gotta go to that route. I go to the route and it's just raining. Nothing else is happening there. And I'm like, this
Oh.
fucking sucks.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
If you could pick, I know you're not like, let's just assume you're a Pokemon fan. I know you're not big into Pokemon.
I am a Pokemon enjoyer.
Yeah,
I
okay.
enjoy
Oh.
them as an aesthetic and a vibe. Do I play
Okay.
the games? No.
Let's say another big budget movie is coming out, right?
Yes.
Would you prefer it to be 2D animated, 3D animated, or live action?
I would say I would want 2D, but of course there's no Ash Ketchum, so it's gonna feel alien to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a more fan of 2D anyway, just every medium.
See, I was saying, I've already seen so much 2D Pokemon. I want something else.
That's why I'm like, we could just do anything else. Like, Pokemon at this point is a brand. It's not a game. It's a brand. Which means
Oh yeah.
you can do whatever you want with it. Like
I
that
will- yeah.
fucking Claymation Hotel series.
Oh, that
Oh,
I loved that series. That was fun.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it good?
Dude, I almost cried because I'm like, dude, this is beautiful. I'm a kid again.
You know what I pitch?
Huh.
I pitch. This is gonna sound stupid.
Ah!
Like an adult story, except Pokemon are also there.
It's pretty
just
vague, but I get what you're going for.
Like, tell a story that isn't just like, oh, Mewtwo, like just some personal character
Oh,
story. And Pokemon are also just like there.
There's a part of the show, you're not gonna watch it, but so I'm gonna just spoil it for you. It's in Sun and Moon. It's about Litten and his dad, Stoutland, and Litten has to watch his father die of like old age or like diabetes or something.
and then Ash just and it's like really emotional. It's really good. And Ash just kind of shows up and is like, "Hey, you want to be my teammate?" And so like, it's just really, it's like it's really emotional and really good. And then Ash is there.
Hey! Dude, I'm getting kind of schmixed in this
And
level.
Ash was there.
And everyone collapsed.
But I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
they-
they use Pokemon as symbolism in a way that I won't be able to say because I'm not a writer.
Yeah, like
I feel like it would be fun to have like an adult story and then just it's also just Pokemon are there.
I feel like there is a like they could get a Pixar level crying tear thing if they just did not exactly the same, but the same vibe as Old Yeller.
Or like
What?
Pokemon.
Oh my god, kill the fucking like a Pokemon old age.
Yes.
Guys, have you seen Old Yeller?
Then he gets rabies and he gets shot.
Oh,
like a
okay.
dog.
Yeah. Okay. I was like,
Shot
are we?
like a dog. That's actually where they got the phrase "shot like a dog."
True.
Okay, because I was about to say, are you expecting us to Old Yeller a Pokemon?
I would say I want that vibe.
Pikachu,
Dude.
use
Oh,
Bullet
bro,
Seed, or wait,
you're-
Bulbasaur, use
I
Bullet
got the
Seed.
film. I got the movie right here.
What?
A person who was like a Pokemon champ, and then slowly loses themselves, and is now just kind of left in their old glory. And you could have a whole thing if they stole their old friend Pokemon, and then as his Pokemon starts dying, he then
Here's
gets
a-
his final like story.
You are currently saying the fucking a future story for Red. The main, the main, because like Red was so good at Pokemon that he went up to the mountains. Do you know this, Jake? He went
Yeah,
up to
he went up to the mountains and then just kind of was there for a bit. I
No,
like
so
to
he
imagine that Blue
the
would
whole-
go up and be like, "Hey, dickhead, here was food."
So, I was told that he went up to the mountains because his Pokemon were too strong. He wanted their skills to atrophy, and he didn't realize how strong the Pokemon were on top of that. So he kept getting stronger. So he kept staying there to try to get them to get weaker, and no one could beat him until Gold showed up. And then no one ever. They never have said who officially won because the game. Gold and Silver and Heart Gold and Soul Silver officially ends when they start the battle. And the rest of that is non-canon. That's what they say.
Awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I want to have a movie where it's like an adult or a dude finding himself, like dealing with shit, and you could use just Pokemon also are there. I feel like that would be fun. Like,
I joined.
It's a me. Hello.
Hello.
I got the plot right here for you.
Okay, alright.
It's Pokemon that never leveled up, and he's taking them to finally level them up before they pass away of old age.
That's so sad.
That's pretty interesting.
That's compelling.
Or he's given a Pokemon who isn't like competitively viable, and he just has to learn how to be happy with it.
You have to learn the power of friendship.
The
Like,
anime.
it's not like that, like his previous Pokemon. He just, you could say it's like he himself expects it of himself as well.
He just
So
gets like a
accepted
Caterpie
the
or
level
something.
2 uncompetitively viable Togepi. He learns to accept himself.
Oh. See, it's always.
See it now.
I could see that. And, I mean, Pokemon has, at least in the past, dealt with some kind of more serious stuff. Like, my favorite one is, like, the original Pokemon movie, the first one. Oh, with Mewtwo and everything?
Nice.
Where Ash dies and he's like, I see it now. The circumstances of one's birth do not define us as what we do or whatever. And it's like,
That's
oh,
the
okay.
teach your kids not to be racist theme.
Pretty much. And Meowth's like, hey, we got a lot in common. What if we focus on what we have in common rather than what makes us different? What would happen then? And it's like, what the heck, Meowth?
Summer is
Now,
there.
trying to-
We want
Everyone.
Dude, that level I know we're not paying attention very much to this because we're more talking about the movie and everything. That level roughed me up, man. That was a rough level.
Yeah, you've been on that one for a minute.
I apologize to everyone for seeing that absolutely abysmal gameplay. That was terrible.
Let's normalize having every now and then some absolutely abysmal gameplay.
It was.
Not-
Oh man.
I literally can't have bad gameplay now. I'm playing as Miku. I'm living the life.
Oh boy. You
Oh,
undid it then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shoot! You know what I just realized?
No.
Okay.
I just said I don't know what you realize.
What conundrum have you solved, my good man?
I have solved it. I realized I have a meeting at 9 o'clock, so I don't know if I'll get through the hero story because we're now at another Knuckles level, and I know this one is notoriously massive.
Is it the Egypt one?
No, he got past that.
No, I got past the Egypt one.
This one's in space.
There's a lot of space out here, man.
The two genders, ancient Egypt and outer space.
Outer space.
Oh no, you're letting all this space in!
Just get it out of there.
Sunglass picks the rock into the door.
Get the sunglasses. Picks the rocket. Dominic.
Are you having a stroke?
What?
What
Oh
was
wait,
that?
no. I see the vision. I just need to find the door.
I understand it now.
Oh my gosh. Look, I don't have an analog stick right now, fellas. Like,
What difference does an analog stick make for playing this game? What platform are you playing it on?
So let me put it like this. This came out.
It's a platformer.
Yeah, it's a platformer / exploration / shooter, I guess, and it was made with consoles in mind. Needless to say, and 3D movement in mind, along with moving around a camera. And let me just say, using a keyboard for that is miserable. Because rather than
the mouse can't even help.
no, the mouse does not help me in the slightest. This was made for consoles.
As a dog would say, woof. But I don't speak dog that well.
Thanks, Kirby.
So let me paint a picture here. In order to turn the camera, I need to press Q and E or E, and I move forward with W, and I can't move left or right as I'm moving the camera.
Oh no!
So this is miserable, man. It's a miserable gaming experience, and I tried to hook the controller up. But I had a feeling I was going to have to deal with other shenanigans, because I always do. And so I was like, you know what? I'll just play with keyboard and mouse. I have no desire.
Worst that could happen?
What's the worst that can happen?
That could happen?
Now I'm...
Possibly go wrong.
What could possibly go wrong? And now I'm freaking running around...
What?
Guys, what could possibly go wrong?
Now...
What could... Consider this.
Okay, yeah.
What could possibly...
Yeah.
go wrong?
Whoa. Has anyone ever said that before?
I don't think anyone... I don't know, man.
Hey, James, quick sidebar.
Yeah.
I mean, just what? Just do it. What could possibly?
Yeah.
You know, I see what you're saying.
No, Sean. No, sidebar with James, please. You'll get yours in a second. It's fine.
Sidebar.
James.
Jake, what was your favorite part of the no, excuse me.
Oh my gosh, it's just right there. Ah!
Sean gets very jealous, but he's not involved in the sidebar.
What was your favorite part of the Sonic movie? Since this is our first thing out.
Goodness gracious.
I like that part too.
That was my favorite part.
I'm thinking.
Take your time. Take your time. We're not insulting.
I am.
All right. Well, Sean is.
As is his.
Well, I know I am.
Not scientifically possible.
Not scientifically possible.
Goodness gracious, this level is massive. Oh my gosh. I sure am glad I have an analog stick to help me
Very
navigate
good
this level.
and gracious there.
It gets both, man.
Necessary.
Oh, it's necessary.
Just wait till we get the Jeepers Criminy, then shit's at the fan.
That's how you know things get bad, alright? The Jeepers Criminy. The holy heck. Ah!
One you say.
The Divine, even.
It's part of the church.
The Divine heck.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna let you decide this. Up or down?
Up.
Alright, I'm going up, and it better be up here.
Better not have fucked it, Sean.
Sean, I'm afraid it's not up here.
Well, I said
You
down.
fucked it.
You know what,
Fuck
Sean?
it.
You're kind of right. You did say down.
I
You
said
famously said that, and I'm sure everyone in chat will corroborate you saying that.
I've never been gaslit so hard before, and this is only in Sonic Adventure 2.
It's like, sorry, man. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Oh, man. Yeah, we're not going to get through the hero mission, or the hero side tonight. I could just say that now. I'm calculating it in my mind's eye. There's too much left for me to be able to go to my boss's meeting immediately after.
Probably end it.
Well, I do want to beat this level, and then I want to beat the crap out of Rouge the Bat. So we should be able to do that.
That's pretty hot.
That's, interesting.
She's the one from the meme pissing all by herself handsome, right?
Yes, famously.
Okay. Just making sure I got my rule right.
A lot of people in their early years confused.
Yes.
Confused how? Please elaborate.
No.
Because let me tell you, I've been confused in my youth, but never by a Sonic character.
You've never, have you ever put on a fursuit, Brendan?
I've never even once been a mascot.
Have you ever, as a kid, watched a Disney movie and went, uh-oh?
You ever look into Nala's eyes and feel something?
See, I never got the
And we all know
Nala.
the same. We all know the same.
Look, I never got the Nala allegations, alright? Purely from the...
That's
Lola Bunny.
That's animal.
Yeah, just like, purely from the standpoint... That's not even anthropomorphic, man. That's just a lion.
The
You got
Robin Hood,
eyebrows.
that's different. Those allegations had receipts.
What about Lola Bunny? I will argue liking Lola Bunny isn't furry. That is just a woman with a weird nose.
I think that's you coping.
That does sound a little like coping.
Well, it is what it is.
Sean's like, I wasn't apologizing.
I'm just
I was
saying.
just rationalizing.
I didn't commit the crime.
Not-
Boy! The kink doesn't fit.
What is the crime? Enjoying a succulent Chinese meal?
Chinese meal?
Jump from the star. Okay, I can do
I
that.
say, get your hands off me.
This man is touching my penis.
What,
He
what,
has his hand on my penis.
what is this referencing? I'm not sure what this is.
It's this guy being arrested. He just goes, "What am I being arrested for? Having a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?"
No, I don't think I've ever actually seen that.
It's a classic.
Is it an old video or a new one?
It's old.
Typically older.
A couple years at this point.
Okay, interesting.
I did see some parodies of Luigi saying, "What was the crime? Enjoying a succulent Big Mac?"
Jump from the star. Jump from the star. I got this.
Ryan, have you ever played a Sonic game?
Oh, the star.
Only if you count Mario and Sonic in the Olympic Winter Games 2010 Vancouver edition.
I count that.
Then yes.
Okay, cool. We all have the same amount of Sonic knowledge.
It's basically comparable. Brendan, could you tell us about the Space Colony arc?
Yeah. Who do you like Black Doom?
Yeah, who is Black Doom,
When you
Brendan?
see when you're doing figure skating, the things you want to keep in mind are your skill stat and your speed stat, because that'll help you land the Wiimote gestures like a little more accurately. It gives you a slightly wider timing window for those.
Freaking oh my gosh!
The Sonic is good for for the speed side of that, but if you want someone with a little bit more of a skill branch, I'm trying to remember. I think it's. Is it Blaze Cat, the purple one?
Here's the thing, Sonic is just busted in all of it.
Okay, wait, fellas, real quick. I just need to explain what just happened. Brendan, you were going into the semantics of Mario and Sonic at the Winter Olympic Games, and I was just getting absolute. Oh, of course, and I was just getting absolutely clobbered for that entire duration. I could not kill that guy. He's still over there. I felt like I was going insane. James, what was that?
Make it a little more surreal. So,
It was like a surrealist David Lynch moment, man. That was rough.
All right, Brendan. What I want you to do is I want you to tell us Shadow's
About Mr.
backstory.
David. What an unfortunate name.
David.
David Lynch. Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate.
You hear his name and you should go, what a good director, and you just go, ooh.
Ooh, change your name to Smith.
Change it to Johnson.
David Johnson.
David Johnson.
or
Johnson
even
Wiener.
lean into the Polish, like David Leszczynski. Like make it elaborate on it, so it's not just Lynch.
Yeah, David, you hear that? Change your name.
Your name
Listen,
sucks,
chat.
David.
A lot of meat.
Brendan, I want you
Sorry,
to
Sean, what was your question? Yeah.
I want you to give me Shadow's backstory. Go.
So see, when you're playing the
No.
alpine ski jumps,
Try your hardest. Shadow's backstory.
Shadow's a great speed character. So he's got like just enough of a balance of like the weight class and the speed to be able to like perform the tricks to get the speed boost that you need in order to like outperform and like with trick shots and therefore speed boost, past your opponents. You don't want someone like Eggman. You don't want Eggman. Eggman is surprisingly, he's in the skill category. He's got more of the finesse, of the dexterity, of the technique. He's not one of the heavy hitters like Donkey Kong or King K. Rool. He's not.
Ah,
He's got that
fake
magic
fan!
finger.
King K. Rool isn't in that game! Don't worry, guys. I got him.
What's the crocodile's name from Sonic?
Vector the Crocodile.
Gex.
Gex?
Gex.
100 Gex?
Silence!
Oh, guys, one of my friends is in chat. Yeah, no, this level's throwing me for a loop, man. I'm suffering right now. This
I'm
radar
suffering
has.
watching it. James, get it the fuck together.
Look, man, the radar hasn't even pinged yet, and we're at 12 minutes.
Can I ask you why there hasn't been a little pig boy in Sonic yet?
A little pig. What?
Well,
Like,
actually, if you look in the stands of the slalom, if you look in the stands of the slalom run, if you have a certain set of characters, an all Sonic cast, with Sonic as player one leading off, the bobsled down the ice flume, you will actually see in the crowd about approximately, depending on whether or not your run is aligning with the line of top speed, anywhere between the 13 to 17 second mark. To see in the stands, there actually you can just make out there is a
Brendan,
little pig
I
boy has a-
I don't mean to cut you off.
But I'm gonna cut you off.
Oh my gosh, I'm back at this guy again! No! Oh.
No, so what you were
Look, I'm making
actually
I wasn't on the.
in the slalom. If you do exactly what you said, you look over and next to Blue Toad, you see a little pig boy, and he's scooping dirt into his mouth because that's what he deserves. He just.
That's what I was going. James cut me off. I was going to explain that. Yes, come on, James.
Thank you for explaining that,
you can
Sean.
see he's scooping dirt.
He's
Get
scooping
fuck off
dirt.
this. Go fuck yourself.
Don't worry. This,
funny.
I have to make.
It's just funny to me that on stream, because this whole time I
Woo!
also had the stream audio on. It sounds like James is talking to a radio, and it's us.
guys, the radar is going. We're close. We're close to ending
I'm
this.
assuming by the stream you finally saw Sonic 3. Yeah, we love Sonic 3. Except for Brendan, he's never seen it. Because he doesn't like fun things. He'd rather watch, he'd rather watch,
Lynch film. Green Velvet.
Buddy.
name a book, someone name a book.
Catcher in the Rye.
He'd rather watch Catcher in the Rye.
What? Wait, what? Okay, yeah, rather, yes. Frick, I don't know how to get back up there.
Is there an adaptation? There probably is.
I
He
imagine.
loves
Actually,
1984.
The book or the movie?
I don't know. The motion comic.
It's printed GIFs. And they found a way to print GIFs. And it's a comic book
It's holographic.
in the style of Alan Moore. But it's every page is holographic. It's
Oh.
Do you guys see what Alan Moore looks like now?
he looks like a
Just
wizard, doesn't he?
He looks like a wizard, and he's like, "I hate superheroes. I hate writing. What do? I write superhero comics."
Shoot for the star.
He's
Dude, I-
lived long enough to see himself hate everything he was successful on.
That was unironically the most exciting theater experience since No Way Home. A masterpiece in my eyes. See, I'd agree.
Dude, it was. I very much enjoyed it. I had a lot of good things to say about it.
I was surprised. I went there 3 times with 3 separate groups of people.
Go!
And no one has had like any major negative experiences with it. No one's. I think the most negative thing someone has had has been James, and he was the most critical.
And even then, like, it's barely a blip. It's not a blip. It's not much of a blip.
Fucking shreds.
It's
Put it
like,
in there. I'll tear it a new one. Let me at him.
Brendan, your task. Dude, I feel like a.
Find something critical about Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Dude, if
Brendan, if you start.
Brendan, if you try to find something, you definitely will. But that's not the point. All right.
If you try, don't worry, you'll succeed. You'll get there.
All be a fun ruiner.
Do you want to
Yes, I'm-
ruin the fun?
I'm gonna rock up to Celebration Cinema, and I'm gonna fucking bring in a notepad and blue light glasses. I'm gonna look like a fucking dork. I'm gonna be scribbling the whole time. IMAX theater? Nah.
Guys, right now.
You're like I'm mid.
I just got sent one of the best things I've been sent in Rage in a while.
What's that?
I just got sent by a person in Deadlock. Abrams and IRL Bebop is being sent to your current location.
Dog, my mom called me and my phone exploded. What the fuck just happened?
Don't worry,
So-
I'm about to freaking find the last. Oh my gosh, it was the last meteor! It was the last meteor!
Hello?
Hello, Sean.
James is having a moment.
I will get out of here!
It took like 15 minutes to find that stupid thing. You know what? Stream's over. I'm not even fighting Rouge. I need to eat something.
You don't need to eat something.
Freaking end the cutscene. End the stream. I'm done. We're done. I quit. Good night.
Well, James, we're having some technical issues. James needs to go, take a breather. We'll see you all later.
I will see you on Thursday.
Yes.
Gentle parent or audience. Goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.
now. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
I just started recording like that would stop the stream.